Anyway, let's start with this. I want to see what is going on with this one nation under Allah thing. Apparently, a student said one nation under Allah. Ooh, unacceptable.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under Allah, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all.
Under Allah. Well, the high school is issuing a response saying the school division did not endorse nor pre-approve the change in wording to the Pledge of Allegiance at the
Why? Allah literally means God in Arabic. Why? That's wild that like a school had to issue a response to that. America is so fucking backwards, dude. It is such an insane thing. Allah literally means God in Arabic, okay? It's the same fucking God. That's wild.
High school graduation ceremony. Let's bring in our panel for their reaction, including member of Project 21
and even if it wasn't the same God, who gives a fuck?
Host of Money Talk with Melanie Collette. Melanie.
Oh my God, let's bring in a fucking panel of like 3 other assholes. Let's bring in a panel of 3 other assholes to discuss why someone had to say God in a different language. Wild, dude. I mean, this is just racism. Like, what do you want? This is like straight up racism.
Welcome to our panel. Melanie, let's start with you. What do you think about this?
My jaw dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine with yours.
That is that's an absolute
like, do these people think that like there aren't any like you know, Christian Arabs? Like, is that what they think? There's no Christian Arabs out there? Arabs out there that like use the fucking term Allah to describe God in Arabic? Like, do they think that like Arabic people who are Christian just say fucking God in English for like every other thing? One nation under Dios, brother.
Half a year, love you, Hussein Hassel.
disgrace. And especially for that student to pull that at the last minute and not tell anybody that that's what they were going to do, that's an absolute disgrace. You're doing the pledge on behalf of a group of people. You're supposed to be doing it.
Why did you say God in Arabic then? I don't fucking know. But who gives a shit? Probably the trigger people, which is good. Great. Wait, so if you're Arabic, you can also be Christian? Come on, dude. Are you serious? Chicken nuggets and gravy? Like, you didn't know that there are Arab Christians out there? What the fuck? Or there's Arab Jews too. It's gonna shock you. But yes.
On their behalf. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Amanda, it reminds me what happened at a Texas graduation when the valedictorian turned in her speech. It was approved by the school, and then she changed it and talked about this new abortion law. It just seems that these students, are taking this platform and pretty much doing whatever they want with it.
It really does.
What?
I mean, it kind of makes you wonder if this is where, President Biden has just made it so easy for people to just do whatever they want and say the things that they want, irrespective of the laws and the rules. But look, we are a Judeo-Christian nation, and our Pledge of Allegiance says one nation under God, and it has since 1942. So the fact that these people...
Wait, what? Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, first of all, when did One Nation Under God start? Hold on. It wasn't 1942. It was it was in the 50s, wasn't it? I thought it was it was after the Cold it was after World War II. Cuz One Nation Under God is a Cold War era. One Nation Under God is absolutely a Cold War era, like, anti-communist invention. Kevin Cruz had an entire book about this, by the way, where the Christian America invention is a relatively recent invention. As Cruz argues, the belief that America is fundamentally and formally a Christian nation originated in the 1930s, when businessmen enlisted religious activists in their fights against FDR's New Deal. Corporations from General Motors to Hilton Hotels bankrolled conservative clergymen, encouraging them to attack the New Deal as a program of pagan statism that perverted the central principle of Christianity. And the campaign for freedom under God culminated in the election of their close ally Dwight Eisenhower in 1952. But this triumph had an ironic twist. In Eisenhower's hands, a religious movement both in opposition to the government was transformed into one that fused faith and federal government as never before. During the 1950s, Eisenhower revolutionized the role of religion in American political culture, inventing new traditions from inaugural prayers to the National Prayer Breakfast. Okay. Here's some children performing the Bellamy salute to the flag in 1941. Dude, that's so funny. Anyway. Let's keep going. I want to watch the rest of this.
Taken it upon themselves to change what speech they're going to give at a graduation, or, you know, change the words of a Pledge of Allegiance. That's wrong. And, you know, it's again, one nation under God, not Allah, not anyone else.
Yeah, Mark, your reaction?
Was a political debate, Lord Andy.
Well, you know, it's un-American, it's unpatriotic, and it's quite frankly upsetting. You know, I served my country as a civilian in combat. I deployed to Baghdad 14 times to a combat zone, and so I saw firsthand the sacrifice. And the
Wait, what does he mean? He served his country as a civilian in combat. What the fuck's he saying? Is he saying that he was like a private analyst or something? Like what does that even mean, bro? Does that mean FBI shit? Like what do you... No, it can't be Blackwater, because Blackwater homies would never fucking flex that they were a civilian contractor. No. No. They would immediately say they're a veteran. Are you kidding me? A lot of defense contractors, a big chunk of defense contractors originally are veterans, and then they get into the private sector. That designation is not normal for someone who's like a Blackwater contractor. He must have been like an analyst or something and went down there.
the selflessness of the men and women who wear our uniform. And we're just coming off of Memorial Day, where we honor those.
Let's see, Mark Vargas. I don't know. Maybe he was a vet, but I don't know why he wouldn't. Oh, no, he is. He's a former Green Beret. Why the fuck did he not say that? Oh, no, he's not. He's not. That's a different Mark Vargas. Never mind. Yeah, he's a columnist. Oh, he worked in the Department of Defense, dude. Wait, that's what he's saying? Like, that's what he means when he... From his radio show, he served as a civilian in the Defense Department. Oh my fucking God, dude. Get this guy out of here, bro. This is like stolen valor to the fucking maximum, dude. Yeah, I served my country as a civilian in Baghdad. So what? You were a fucking diplomat, like... What the fuck? Oh man, I'm glad you served the country from behind a fucking desk as you like personally sent 18-year-olds to fucking die and get blown to bits, but you were there instead of like back here in America. Shit, man. Listen, I served this country, okay? I served this country by telling military members that they should give wads of fucking cash to pedophile warlords. You know, I came up with cool plans like this, okay? I was serving them so hard while serving looks. Dude, I swear to God, like, I mean, these guys are so crazy, dude.
Hey,
That's
Hassan,
just
my
like
21st birthday is tomorrow.
I love that he said 14 tours. Like, Legal Eagle had a take on this? On what?
So this Newsmax panel absolutely lost their friggin' minds when some high school students said Allah instead of God in the Pledge of Allegiance.
One nation under Allah.
Let's put aside that Allah is just God in Arabic, and that, correct me if I'm wrong, but under Islam, Allah is explicitly the same God as the Christian and Jewish God. As
Kind of weird seeing Legal Eagles like say Allah. I don't know why. Anyway, but that guy served 14 fucking tours, pencil pushing. What the fuck have you done, Legal Eagle?
well. And let's put aside that multiculturalism and the freedom of religion is about as American as it gets, but let's focus on the law itself. For 80 years, under the First Amendment, you cannot make flag salutes and the Pledge of Allegiance compulsory, and you can't make high school students do it, especially the way that you want them to do it. And perhaps one of the greatest quotes from a Supreme Court case ever reads, "If there's any fixed star in our constitutional constellation, it is that no official, high or petty..."
You have the same take on non-combat military staff too? Oh, you don't want to hear what my fucking take is on military staff to begin with, or just military in general. First and foremost, I don't like that you know, we're sending fucking kids overseas to get fucking blown to shreds or murder a bunch of innocent people. So, you know, welcome to the Hasanabi broadcast. I am 100% against it. Okay? Secondly, even fucking pencil pushers that work in non-combat areas in the military still go through like basic training and shit. Okay? So it's a little different than just being like, hey man, I went out there and like literally was a civilian and never did any of that shit.
And catch your clips on YouTube. Hassan, you have helped teach me a lot and I thank you once again. Love you, dude. Thanks for all you do.
You know, did none of that except for just fucking tell everybody that at the top of the hour there's an ad break. And that's a 60-second ad break, which is the first of the day. Okay? And then tell people that if they no longer want to see the ads, like all they need to do is subscribe. If this is all you did, then, you know, no, I don't respect it. But I also like don't offer unconditional respect to veterans either by value of their service. I don't give a shit. I respect a lot of veterans. They just happen to be anti-war, pro-peace veterans who served and recognize how damaging and awful the American military-industrial complex is.
Chad Hi Hussein. My boyfriend.
But like, service doesn't guarantee respect. Sorry.
Members of the community.
I think that's way more decent. I think what I do as like the way I carry myself here. Oh, by the way, the segue, it didn't even fucking end. Let me just do that segue. If you no longer want to see the ads, you can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime or with a $5 subscription or with a VPN or ad block. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. But yeah, I forgot to run the ad. So I'm running it now. But yeah, no, I don't think like, I think it's significantly more respectful to just honestly be like, I'm sorry. I think what the American military does is fucking horrible. Okay. And I'm not going to like immediately offer you unconditional respect because you fucking served and you toured and shit. Because there are, and as many veterans will tell you, on no matter what their political background is, there's a lot of dipshit vets out there who are fucking horrible people, okay? Just as is in any other field and sector. It's just, even conservative ones will tell you that there's a lot of libtard vets that are dipshits, okay? So, you know.
Poggers, poggers, poggers.
My stepdad was literally in the Battle of Fallujah. He's an anti-war progressive paramedic now and loves your content. Much respect to your stance here. Yeah. So, you know, I'm not gonna like offer unconditional and uncritical support and give you like the fake the indecent, like, fake ass, like, oh, we venerate our veterans here, bullshit that
Glad to see consistent text
I think
and
that's
that
so
breaks
stupid.
hassle.
It's so dumb. It also treats veterans like they're fucking idiots, which some are. Like, let's be real. Or the chud ones are. Holy fuck. But you see what I'm saying? Like, do you really feel respected? Do you really feel respected because you get, like, what? Fucking a veteran's discount? And, like, people let you cut the line and shit? Bullshit. I would much rather give you and every other American healthcare. And an opportunity to get a free college education without having to, like, you know, sell your body to the American government and bruise and batter it in an irreparable capacity just so you can get a fucking communication degree and, like, fail in the job market with the rest of us. And also have, like, you know, and also have to compete with, like, people who have a 5-year head start, 6-year head start on you. Terrible. Anyway, let's finish this.
Can prescribe what shall be orthodox in politics, nationalism, religion, or other matters of opinion, or force citizens to confess by word or act their faith therein. I think it's pretty cool, if not exceptionally American, that this high school student felt comfortable riffing on the Pledge of Allegiance. So this news...
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
...that paid the ultimate sacrifice. And just this past Sunday, D-Day, the greatest seaborne invasion in the history of the world that not only freed...
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Fucking potato head. Talking about fucking D-Day, D-Day. Like, shut up, Mark Vargas. More like Mark Fartgus, dude. Fucking DOD Andy. I did 14 tours. Yeah, me too, bro. Yeah, I did 18 years in combat zones in Turkey when I was just growing up.
Europe, but ended World War II, and that was led by the American soldiers. And so we shouldn't be surprised at this, because remember, it was Joe Biden, the first president to remove God from the National Day of Prayer proclamation. So my question to President Biden and Vice President Harris is, if we can't pray to God, who do we pray to? Bernie Sanders or AOC?
Yeah, that's a good point, Bob. You know, it just seems like a lot of these high school kids are,
Yet another instance of just, like, being too stupid to recognize that, like, Allah is literally God. Like, but you're too fucking stupid, and your audience is too fucking stupid to recognize that. So, like, you're literally having a circle jerk of idiocy, where, like, where they just, like, this is a fundamental problem of just not knowing what fucking Allah means. Like, Allah is God, okay? Just in Arabic. But because you're too dumb and too racist, and your audience is too dumb and too racist, no one's like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
You know, students just decide
leave it up to the fucking dumbass American hogs to not know that, like, you know, other languages exist on this planet.
Rules, and again, this is the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the Pledge of Allegiance.
No shot they know. I don't think they know. I think this is like, they're racist and stupid. Not that they know better, but they're just agitating. On certain issues, a lot of conservatives will know better and they still agitate, right? I don't think this is one of them. I think they're literally too fucking stupid. I'm not saying that to absolve them. They're still clearly racist as fuck. Everyone on this panel should go to jail.
Yeet,
like,
5 months, Pog.
These are the people who unironically think that, like, Jesus was blonde and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that he wasn't like a brown ass a Jewish communist dude. You know what I mean? Like, that he was just like a blonde capitalist.
The Pledge of Allegiance says under God. And that's exactly what it says. I was educated in that school system, and my daughters are being educated in it right now. And I'm a little embarrassed to say that, because I think the school system, it did issue, do we have the statement they issued?
They all look like
they did issue.
They did, yep.
Okay, I thought we had.
Dude, this is like Dr. Oz if he got hit in the face with a shovel.
Had that, maybe we didn't, but they did not condone that. Do you have the...
I can read it. Yep,
Go ahead.
there it is. It says that the school division did not endorse nor pre-approve the change in wording to the Pledge of Allegiance at the Justice High School graduation ceremony.
That's because it's not the Pledge of Allegiance, what she said. Now, I believe in diversity. I think the people in the school system do.
They should be excited that there's like still religious Zoomers out there. You know what I'm saying? But no. They said Allah, and Allah is bad. It's just like such a clear demonstration that like you're just a fucking racist piece of shit. You are literal fucking filth, dude. You are such a scumbag. I hope people like you cease to exist, and I hope they cease to exist soon. Okay? Seriously, like this mentality is so fucking stupid.
But that's not the Pledge of Allegiance. And remember, I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember that there was a drive for a while to drop under God in the pledge, but most Americans fought that, and that's why it remains. So it must mean something to Americans. And I'm sure, like you were saying, certainly to people that are willing to or have paid the ultimate price.
Yeah, Melanie, where are we going here with this? Because we continue to see this. We have this divide in our country. We have people saying that American flags, you know, insult them because it represents President Trump. I mean, how did we get here?
I don't even know what the fuck. Now they're just like talking about other random dumb shit. Like, dude, these people need to be, honestly, this is why I have the Florida proposal, okay? You just got to lock them up in Florida so they can just like circle jerk about like made up shit. Who the fuck's like, oh, the American flag represents Donald Trump? Like, what the fuck? Why? Unless they mean the Confederate flag, in which case, like, yeah, that's understandable.
I don't quite understand how it is that we got here, but people need to get on board with being in the United States of America and really hone in on the word united. We're united as a country, and of course that
we're united under God, who you can say is Allah in Arabic, but we're not actually united, because if you don't say God in English, like, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
Entitles us to worship how we want according to the First Amendment, and that is wonderful. But again, when we're saying the pledge on behalf of a group of people, we say it correctly.
Macy Gray had a bad take about changing the American flag out recently. Who the fuck is Macy Gray?
We don't say it how we want. We don't include our own gods. That's not what we do. We say the Pledge of Allegiance properly.
Like, under God isn't even like it literally goes against the Constitution. Like, America is a fucking secular nation. Okay? With a lot of fucking faults in its inception, but still, it's ultimately still a secular fucking nation. So, kind of weird to, like, you know, take this thing that was, like, added in the Cold War as, like, propaganda against, the atheist communists, who then turn around and hype that shit up.
But this is what kids are doing nowadays. Kids in college, kids in high school. And I think part of it is because of people like President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, and the theory out there that the Constitution is a living document, and all of this absolute buffoonery.
How much of it you think is out of ignorance? I mean, the fact that they think that that's cool, that they're going to say something that's irreverent, but actually there are serious implications as far as invoking that kind of comment.
How does adding under God fight communism? Did they believe communists were anti-religion? Yes, they did. They believed that communists were anti-Christianity. And yeah, I mean, there was a atheist slant in communism. So yes, that is why they believed that, because they were.
Amanda, your thoughts on that?
Well, look, Hillary Rodham Clinton tweeted when the high school student in Texas went off script and gave a speech on the abortion law. So yeah,
religion is the opium of the masses, all that sort of stuff.
Some notoriety, they get some fame, but I say why not strip them of their diplomas, make them learn a hard lesson that you can't go off script. If something's been approved, that's what you're going to say, because otherwise you're going to have copycats do it, and we're already seeing that happen.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, Mark, I was just going to say they're not being held accountable. So as Amanda said, okay, you're graduated, whatever.
I love that the anti-cancel culture panelists are like literally like, we need to murder this fucking person. Like, this person needs to feel, this person who still said, like, you know, one nation under God, but just said God in Arabic, needs to feel the wrath of cancel culture. Like, someone needs to do something about this person. That's hilarious, dude. I mean, dude, what? This is what I meant when I said, like, we went from we went full circle on Mania and
Google prototype scopes from built-in
and
LCD
people who have
AVP 3D Sony technology,
like
and is the back-to-back
the village idiot used to be considered a colorful person, and then we medicalized mental disabilities. I don't know how to like say it in non-ableist terms. I'm sorry if I'm being like triggering or ableist. We medicalized it. We saw it as something to treat, and something as like as a disorder, and then we went full circle back to finding it fascinating, and also in the most capitalist way, turning it into a commodity. Like, this is just straight up weaponizing. This is straight up weaponizing, like, all manner of different issues, like narcissism and just buck wild fucking idiotic takes.
So they think, oh, can you do this in the workplace? If you have to do a presentation and your boss approves it, you're just going to decide to do something different. I mean, where
you pay a price,
right? You should pay a price if you didn't follow what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There needs to be consequences for this.
Twitch streamers, all of them, the whole thing is predatory. People pretending to be your friend and make you feel part of a group for money is shitty. I agree. Which is why I'm thanking you for calling it out bravely in this Twitch chat, sir.
And I suggest that this young student perhaps serve a year serving in the military.
Dude, what the fuck? Yo, when you say one nation under Allah as a punishment, you need to serve in the military. Bitch, you didn't even serve in the military. What the fuck is this? We need to do forced conscription as a punitive measure, dude. There needs to be consequences for your free speech. I mean, this is literally like, this is the type of shit that Americans look to like North Korea and say is like, this is why North Korea is authoritarian as fuck. It's fascist. It's crazy. Whatever. Like, I don't even think North Korea has this, bro. What the fuck? We need to do mandatory military service for those who have made the mistake of saying Allah instead of God. I love that. I love that. Here's why I love this, okay? Because this is actually fucking fascist, okay? This is literally fucking fascist. And secondly, it just completely betrays the principles of like liberty and freedom, whether it's freedom of religion or freedom of speech. Because like, these are the same people, like I said, who are always like, no, I want free speech. But then they fucking lose their minds over, critical race theory. Like, how come nobody's talking about how stupid it is that like all of these like pro free speech motherfuckers are literally banning a certain kind of education in schools all the time. And like not a single person considers that to be like anti-free speech. Like, that's wild to me. That's so stupid that like not a single person is calling this out.
And I think that would change the perspective. And Bob and Allison, you know that Fairfax County area very well. I lived in Washington for 12 years. There are a lot of active duty service members that live in the Fairfax County area, a suburb of Washington, D.C. Many of those moms and dads wear the uniform. And again, I think that...
oh, shut the fuck up, dude. I hate bitches like this, dude. If you're a veteran and, like, you get caught up in this bullshit, like, you're such a fucking sucker, okay? If you think that guy, like, has your best interest at heart as a vet, you're a sucker, all right? Straight up.